necessarily the most. But this certainly is T1 doubling down on more objective control and more early power in this game at the same time. And when you look over on Nongshim's side as they R5 Renekton, sorry, not Renekton, Aatrox.
Yeah.
It's the same sin, let's be real. It's just got a
in this
slightly
case,
different name. But this is a Nongshim composition.
It's hard to look at this and go, well, I mean, maybe he'll outplay Clozer, but I just can't. I don't think anybody believes that will happen, right? And against the Lucian pick.
And I mean, it's Lucian, right? Like, he just does very well in a lot of these matchups. We do have the pleasure of watching Chovy play it a lot of the time. You know, got hit with a clear. Like, it's no longer this 3 AP junglers. That's a flash from Doctor.
Peanuts here.
Flashes all the way in. They land the spear. Hook is good as well. Good night, Teddy, once again. Overstepping his bounds, and Nongshim, they know where their bread's buttered, and it's the birthday boy.
Gold come through. Like, this is something that's happened so many times. When you give over this duo to Nongshim, I think a lot of people are rolling at their eyes at the draft because of that, but hold that thought.
Yeah, I mean, that is, of course, weak side, as Rich is going to flash out of the way of Ona, but he's not the one tanking the turret. Zeus is going to go down, and so is Ona. As Rich gets the double kill, Peanut comes in, primal surge for the assists. I love it. Get that extra goal. I mean, you land those E's, and Carrier is certainly able to do some work as Teddy lands a good pierce. Hook on to Carrier, though. As he's going to get thrown forward. There's the flash in, and Carrier just says goodbye to the birthday boy. And now they'll grab some plates on their way out. And more 2v2 kills for these guys as it's a steal away on the Rift Herald here for Peanut. Rich with the World Ender is there as the Shockwave only lands onto one. And now the slaughter will begin. Yes, they pick up Eye of the Herald, but what do they lose? And the answer is a hell of a lot.
They lose a lot here. And this is so much extra gold going over the side
of the game here at 11 minutes in is a very, very late one. As here's the World Ender from Rich. Zeus tries to get the dice. I don't know whether he actually got it. Yes, he did. Trying to get out of the way. Doesn't have flash, though, as Dominus is popped, but unfortunately, it is not enough. Ona, at the same time, going to be taking down the Mountain Drake. And finally, we don't have a Cloud Soul.
Yeah, so it's going to be a big change here, but it's a trade. Oh, all that thought is Clozer is just...
He's well and truly underneath the turret right now.
He's between two.
Yeah, as Pop Blossom down towards the bottom side. There's the Fate's Call as Teddy just executes Kellen. Ona comes on in and easily takes down exactly what he wants, and we're seeing exactly how valuable. Coming on over, looking to try and steal away this red buff. He should be able to, as a sleep is possible. Carrier wrapping around as Ona does steal away the red, and there it is. Peanut walks right onto the Nico. Blastcone moves him on back. He's burning down, gives him the peace sign, but Carrier just says good night. And T1 are all over Nongshim's jungle right now. This is what we call top priority, even though Rich was able to get the extra plate gold, managed to get that double kill earlier on. That's going to be the first one for T1 here for this game. As now Kellen moving on forward, Peanut finds himself in position once again. Fate's Call is going to be available, but Pop Blossom goes down first, and now Teddy is trying to fight this one out. Great snare underneath the turret. Onto Kellen is the immediate call of the week. Double kill comes through. Carrier's still trying to get out of this one. He's not going to be able to, but now Peanut's playing Alcove League of Legends when he absolutely doesn't want to, and Shirley is destroying the mid lane.
Yeah, this is a really proactive play from Zeus.
Sleepy buys. That's going to be a shockwave. It's decent, but Bay's still going to die in the blink of an eye.
I mean, this is the game just disappearing before our eyes, okay?
Yeah, and Rich is like, don't worry, guys, I'm getting the tower in the top lane.
And even if he did, he probably wouldn't have wanted to. And this is just, I mean, the mid lane is over.
In the meantime, Nongshim are actually winning a fight here towards the bottom side. Pop Blossom doing a fair bit of work there, but a double kill for Peanut. This is certainly good news as Rich trying to put that money to good use. Now he's underneath the turret. Peanut flashing forward, finds the smite onto Clozer, who's just running away, hightailing it out as best he can as Kellen's booking it. He's going super fast, but Clozer is going to make it to safety. Dom won 2020. Congratulations once again, I guess.
That might have been the most I've ever seen a team take turret shots without anybody dying.
Yeah. T1 will once again on a merry jaunt into the enemy base, and there's unfortunately Kellen with a hook.
Yeah, Kellen has a hook, and they also didn't know where Rich was. Rich makes the escape here impossible, and Bay's just ready to fall. Pop Blossom is going to buy time here, as Clozer is just going to use his ultimate to try to maybe trade one back. He does barely get away here, but Nongshim just basically turning this on its head because Rich was able to get it goes off. Valdez and I cast another game of this. I think it was very early on in the season.
Yeah.
It's just a super, super powerful combo as Kellen Where you at?
Yeah, he's dead. Death Chamber. Death Chamber. Wolf, is this I don't know. What are we doing?
Yeah, well, this is one of those classic examples of T1 taking control of the map, and you can't even be in your own jungle safely.
That one?
Kellen.
Oh, dear. Peanut is in the area as Carrier finds the snare. There's the Pop Blossom. And once again, Kellen is just destroyed. You're not allowed to go that deep into the enemy jungle. I know you're just trying to get down vision, but you just barely even
exactly
about, right? As here's a Baron play for T1. We've got a teleport coming on in here as Rich looking for the backline. T1 are going to peel away as the Baron is very, very low. Zeus finds himself right here as he teleported on top of the ward right in the Baron pit. And Nongshim, they trade teleports, and they do stop the Baron for now.
Really...
On this inhibitor turret, is Zeus making his way through the backside. Nongshim looking at a bit of a pincer maneuver, but unfortunately not able to get their ducks in a row before this inhibitor turret goes down, and now the inhibitor will also fall. So we thought that the Baron play was difficult, as that's a solo shockwave onto Clozer, is now Rich looking for the backline, but unfortunately T1 peel away in the nick of time. There's a hook to land onto Zeus, who tries to turn it now onto Bay. My god, the damage was great before he went down, but he did fall down. Rich in the backside now is looking to try and do what he can as Carrier running circles around everyone, makes it out through the back. And Nongshim, they win yet another fight. It's a 1-0. They lose an inhibitor turret, but still.
They save the inhibitor, right? And this was T1 saying, okay, well, we didn't get
as well. T1, they start the Baron as soon as that wave crashes into the inner turret on the bottom side of the map, making sure that they get as much value from this move as possible. Bay teleporting immediately back over, and as you can see, that wave is slowly but surely dying. Can T1 keep themselves alive is the question, as the Baron is taken by the Lucian of all people. Peanut looks a little bit silly as he then dashes back over the wall, but in goes Rich now, finds a lot of AoE damage, but it is eventually pushed away. And it's a successful disengage here by T1.
Very well played from T1.
Clozer dashing over the dissonance. And this turret is going to evaporate. Peanut looking for a bit of a flank here as he's just going to throw a spear into the siege minion. That's sort of indicative of how this game's going, right? Nongshim, not with a whole host of options. They lose 2 inhibitors on the first time of asking with this Baron. Still has a minute and a half as they go for a reset. Stepping Rich a little bit here. Does a bit of a do-si-do. Checks out what's going on inside this fountain. Yep. Inside the base. Looks a bit similar to the ones that they have. As Clozer now looks for Rich. The interruption on the culling is good. That's going to keep Rich alive for the moment, as the bowling ball is going to pick the gap in between the Nongshim members. Carrier down to about half health here, but T1 continuing to push on forward. Shape Splitter is just going to run past Nongshim. They're not going to be fooled by that one, but Clozer is pushing minions towards these Nexus turrets. Is now Peanut going to dive in on top of Zeus and Clozer dies, unfortunately, as Clozer just finishes him off. The second of the double tap is going to do it. Clozer just does so much damage. My god. Even the second bullet does a decent percentage of Rich's health bar, who has built mostly health, unfortunately. There's the flash forward. Bay is going to flash out, but Kellen's not going to be so lucky. The Thresh is down now, and Clozer is going to get knocked up right next to the fountain. Zeus is going to be taken here with a command attack, but Teddy is still alive. Carrier goes golden. Pop Blossom denied so much. Space is now Doctum with the close range weaponry. Wants to be a hero. Carrier going to go down first. Rich is massive. Good night, Callista. They lose 2 Nexus turrets and all of their inhibitors, but Nongshim, by goodness, they win a team fight. Production, turn off these lights. We're not going just yet.
We ain't going to commit.
Peanut, tries to go for the steal, but of course Rend still exists. Was nerfed a little bit a while ago, but unfortunately Smite not going to be enough there. So Teddy gets his eye in, knows how to do it, locks it down.
And T1, all they have to do is just walk down with the minions now, as long as they don't get picked.
Oh no, speaking of picked, but Lantern is going to get them to safety now. Rich trying to be the hero. He survives for a long time, but not long enough, unfortunately. And Rich was the reason why Nongshim were able to survive the last fight, as Bay goes down to almost no health. Clozer just doing exactly what he wants. And now, this is an open Nexus. That's a one-man shockwave. That ain't going to be enough to Pop Blossom onto both carries at the same time. And Carrier's going to say goodnight to this game. And now you're going to have a difficult task on your hands, because you have to decide on who's going to get the player of the game. And my goodness, Clozer played well, but Carrier, his Nico is so fun to watch.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with it. And, I do want to say, too, I felt like that last fight, that last valiant attempt from Rich, Could have been better coordinated. I think it was a bit of a panic engage. He thought maybe this is the only chance he's ever going to have before all those minions get in the base, and it's just not going to be a fight they could take. We know Carey was also in pretty rough condition. Like, he's been a little bit sick today.
Yeah, true.
So